पंजाब ਦੇ ਕਲਚਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਐਨਆਰਆਈਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿਰਸੇ ਨੇ ਫੋਰਨ ਐਮਪੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਵੱਲ ਖਿੱਚਿਆ। ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਸਾਂਝੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਨਿਊ ਸਾਊਥ ਵੇਲਜ਼ ਲੈਜਿਸਲੇਟਿਵ ਅਸੈਂਬਲੀ ਦੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਜੈਫ ਲੀ ਨੇ।
Sat Shri Akal friends, today we have with us Mr. Geoff Lee. Geoff is the state MP of New South Wales, so let's have a chat with him. Geoff, first of all, a very warm welcome from our side for coming over to Punjab. At the same time, just tell us as to whether this visit is just a casual one or is it an official visit?
No, it's a more of official business actually. We're here for just a week. Very quickly we've been to vibrant Gujarat. Now we're right here in the city, Chandra. It's about developing relationships, and India and Australia have fantastic relationships, especially with the people here in Punjab, and then it's about developing those relationships so that we can do a trade together, and I think the relationships are especially important now.
What kind of trade?
I think some of the really ones that we hit the headlines are the mining, but there's other tertiary sector ones, things like education, services, things that IT, things that we can do together, things that we can learn from Punjab, things that we can learn from India, and things that perhaps Australians can contribute back to India and Punjab especially.
Jeff, what's the population of Punjabis in your area?
It's a very high population. In fact, I'm privileged in my area of New South Wales to have there's 100,000 in Indians who were born in India and now but choose Australia as home, and approximately 30% of those now are from Punjab.
Are the Punjabis who are staying there in Australia or basically in your area, are they facing some kind of problems there?
Look, I think they've made a wonderful contribution, and we all know what Punjabis, they're hard work, they're dedicated people, they've got fantastic roles not only in enterprise and business, their own businesses, but certainly in the professions, whether they're accountants, they're scientists, they're lawyers, that they take a great interest in hard work and success, and they make fantastic new Australians.
And Jeff, just tell us, a lot of students from India, they travel abroad basically more of the times they go to Australia for their higher education. So what type of facilities or opportunities do you provide to these students who are traveling abroad for their higher studies?
Look, Australia and India has had a fantastic relationship. There's been a few little hiccups, I'll admit, over the time, but we're getting right back on the track. And there's nothing more important, I know, to the Australian government and to the New South Wales government, who I represent, is in looking after our foreign students, and especially those foreign students from Punjab.
And what type of job opportunities do these students have in Australia?
I think there's a multitude of job opportunities, especially things like engineering, accounting, IT, professional businesses, services that they can do, finance, industry, insurance industry, lots of different industry. As we know, the mining industry is booming, and they're crying out for well qualified. In fact, Australia has a shortage of skilled young people to actually add to the economy, and that's why we welcome Indian students.
As per a study, Punjabi is a very fast growing language in Australia. So are you taking some firm steps to popularize this language in Australia?
Look, I think that our Prime Minister recently looked at a study of what the educational requirements are, and it's all about learning a second language in Australia. Australia is a nation of many different people coming from right around the world, and the Indian and Punjabi communities are especially important. So what we'd like to do as part of South Asia is encourage that at not only the tertiary level, but at secondary school, to give those students, where possible, an opportunity, if they choose, to study Punjabi.
And what steps are you taking to curb the fraudulent travel agents available there or in India who are making things difficult for the students, and at the same time to solve the migration problems for the students?
No, I think you've hit on a good point there, that there were some problems with fraudulent people operating in the market. So what we've done as a government is tightened up those regulations of the people able to bring students over, looked at the categories of people and their study patterns, and really focusing on degree programs to give people permanent residency so that they can get valuable and professional jobs once they leave.
And Jeff, lately there have been some reports of racial attacks on Indians in Australia. So are you taking some firm steps to avoid such instances?
Well, let me make it clear. the New South Wales government, as is the Australian government, is very clear on protecting and looking after and giving every Punjabi student the best experience they can. We take it very seriously, any attacks on those things. But let me say to you, with a community with a high number of Indian and Punjabi students in it, that we don't find too many problems. And I think through working with the community and understanding expectations, managing the situation, I think we're going to get on top of it.
This is your first visit to Punjab?
First visit to Punjab, first visit to India. It's a fantastic city here. I'm such a thrill to be here and on your program.
And have you been able to talk to anybody in Punjabi as yet?
You're my first one. I've been very lucky. Obviously we do the best people, and that's why we're here today.
And would you like to learn some Punjabi?
Absolutely. I'd like to learn a few words so when I go back that I can talk to my community and the Indian community, the Australian Indian community, and with those few words.
Geoff, thanks a lot for talking to us, and we hope this visit of yours be very successful.
It's already been successful with you. Thank you.